Greetings, ASA members. Governor Ducey has proposed additional money for education in his budget, and the Arizona House and Senate proposals have followed suit in slightly differing amounts. Here's what he proposed: $38 million in safety grants, so each school that was denied by the State Board of Education can now make one hire. $108 million to the school facilities boards to make building repairs. Now, the capital litigation ongoing says $260 million annually has been shorted to schools since 2013. So $260 million times 5 up to 2018, that reaches a number with a B, but okay, $108 million. And he's going to finish off the 20% raise for teachers, the 20 by 2020. Furthermore, and this is more significant, he's going to finish off district additional assistance restoration. So instead of 2 more years of $68 million installments, the whole $135 million is coming. Then there's $35 million more for results-based funding, now up to $107 million. I call results-based funding zip code-based funding. And then finally, Project Rocket. That was originally billed as, or advertised as, or promoted as Opportunity Weight, but now it's morphed into Project Rocket. $44 million for DNF schools with 60% free and reduced price lunch populations, $150 per student. So this argues that funding in many ways now, especially the funding for district additional assistance, that's the capital funding, is being restored to pre-recession levels. That's 2007. Is this a cause for joy? Well, let's take a look at this chart, which shows 2 lines. The orange line is a longitudinal line representing funding from 1992 to the present for the U.S., average state revenues per pupil for the U.S., and the blue line, which is Arizona. Notice they're fairly close in 1992, and then they start to significantly diverge, especially after 2007. They start to very widely diverge because after 2007, Arizona cut spending on education much more deeply than the rest of the country. So in 2007, though, as you can see, if we go back to pre-recession levels, that's back to 2007. And in 2007, Arizona was 46th in the country. Well, we're currently 49th, so I guess if we go back to 46, that's a cause for joy. So that's something to think about, pre-recession levels. Let's think about a couple other things as well. Because people are saying, why do you need more money if we're restored to pre-recession levels? Well, Arizona's population in 2007 was 6.36 million. Last year, in 2019, it was 7.28 million, almost 900,000 more. And that includes a lot of children. In January of 2020, Phoenix and Maricopa were the fastest growing city and county in the country, respectively. So we had the money, we'll have the money that we had in 2007 for the population we have in 2020. And only 8 states had more births in the last 12 months. And those kids will show up in kindergarten in 5 years. And remember, kindergartners still only count as 1/2 a student for funding purposes. And that's not to mention building repairs needed, that's estimated at least $1 billion, or improvements for safety and security, because remember, the School Facilities Board still doesn't count building security as an essential need, or technology, or the $1 wage increase this month for classified staff. So that's something to think about before we really stand up and cheer at reaching pre-recession levels. So that's enough about money. And now for the good news. The opportunities you have as an ASA member. The Aspiring Principals Conference in Southern Arizona at Rio Rico on February 27th. Still a couple weeks to register for that. And the Arizona Technology and Education Association has a conference on March 2nd, which blends IT professionals with curriculum and instruction professionals. That's a good conference if you're interested in implementing educational technology. ASA co-sponsoring that conference. Then there's the second annual Carolyn Warner Women in Leadership Conference, March 31st. Then there's the Arizona Professors in Educational Leadership Conference, Friday, May 1st at the NAU Phoenix campus. And that conference is calling for presentations. All of this you can find on our website. Then there's the second annual School Safety Summit, May 7th and 8th, sponsored by ASA, ABEC, the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office, and Grand Canyon University. Now we're into June, the annual Institute for Excellence in Flagstaff. Principals, bring your teams to that conference for several days of learning and team planning. And all of this concludes with the annual summer conference in Tucson, June 14th through 16th. We're looking for presentations at that Tucson conference. The APEL, Professors of Educational Leadership Conference, they're looking for presentations as well. All of this on your website, azsa.org, Arizona School Administrators.